And we are live.
Hey y'all, this is part three of 50/50 Coffee Chicks and Comics, aka the 50 Spot. I am Leon's Hall. I'm here with Nisha Mars. Say hey, Nisha.
Hi.
We are here. We're taking care of this is part three of our movie tier 2024 movie tier ranking list. If you've seen parts one and two, you're likely upset at us, and that's fine. Be sure to tell us in the comments what we got right and what we got wrong. Before we get too deep into it, I say again, might want to keep your eyes open for 50/50 Comics' newsletter that should have gone out to you this past week. If not, let us know. You can always email us at 5050comics@gmail.com. That's 50FIFTY comics with an X. Yeah, man, be sure to stop by the website, pick up some of our digital comics, place an order for some of our print comics, pick up some of our t-shirts. We got the fire merch just waiting there for you. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing some other tier lists like these, but featuring some of our original characters. So keep an eye on that. It'll be coming to you sooner rather than later. The board is already set up. You can kind of see where we have placed some of our movie upcoming movies and the way that we have ranked them. You can see the tier list there from S to D tier. Shout out to the one movie that's made it into the S tier. Man, listen, there's some real blockbusters coming out. We want to make sure that we're able to talk about all of them. So with that said, I'm gonna stop talking and turn this over to Misha Mars, our erstwhile host and hostess. You got it.
So our next, and as we jump into fall, our
Yes.
next movie in August, back to school season, Borderlands.
Mhm.
So again, haven't seen a preview for it. Don't know anything about it. I know about the Badlands movies. I know about the Borderlands series. I know about all of those. I'm not sure if this is related. So Leon's, take it away.
I cannot because I have no idea. But what I'm going to tell you is I do know that it's based on the video game series. Um, I know that I am not necessarily a first-person shooter fan, but I know some folks who are, and they're really, really into it. I've heard several times that the Borderlands storytelling in game is top tier. So I'm happy to hear that. I will take those people's word for it. Generally speaking, video game franchises don't always translate to the big screen.
No.
But I think that
Paramount's been doing really good at making the mini series. So like right now they have Fallout, which came out, and that one was good.
yeah,
Halo was really good.
I've heard.
So if the movie does not work, I will look forward to another remake done by Paramount to come out as a short mini series that kind of really breaks down the details. I think I like them better. I want to say I like when they take video games and turn them into television mini short series than when they actually try and release a full film, because they cannot cram all of the first player concepts into a movie. It's absolutely impossible because you literally play with alternate endings, you play with different power-ups, you play with different interactions, you unlock new characters. So for me, I like seeing them in the concept of a TV series and breaking it down into one or two seasons versus trying to do a full 2-hour movie and cramming everything that you learned about the Borderlands or Badlands sagas into that movie. So for me, it's going to be a wait for streaming.
Okay. I am mostly with you. I agree that video game series, I think, are better served as, video game properties are better served as series than films, unless it's a standalone film that has one tight story. But many of these are designed to be played over, X number of hours. And I think that gives you more to play with in terms of a TV series than just a standalone film. So I agree with you. Again, based on the good feedback that I've heard from people who play the game and who are regulars of it, I would.
Uh-oh. You know what that means, y'all. We froze. So let's see if Leon's can hop off and rejoin. In the meantime, if you like our podcast and you like what we have to say, like, share, and subscribe. Click here below. If you don't, or if you have an idea or a concept that you want to see us actually talk about, or a topic that you want us to discuss in great details related to comics, movies, and other ventures, please comment here below. And hopefully we can bring it to the screen near you shortly. We love hearing back from our teams. We love hearing back from our followers, and we love engaging with our audience. So definitely tune in for that. In the meantime, we're going to wait for Leonce to get back, and I want you to watch this.
I heard you leaving after apparently I had frozen. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Well, where were we? Oh, Borderlands. So, I'll go if I'm invited. That was exactly what I was saying when you said, "Uh-oh, it looked like pros." Yeah, Borderlands. I'll go if I'm invited. I won't be there opening weekend.
All right.
So
August 16th, Alien Romulus. I don't know about you. I loved Alien. I love Predator. That's my stuff. And I'm going to keep it PG for you because they kept it PG for me. That is my stuff. That's my jam. I had the lunchbox. We had the Baraka mask back in the day. It was, I mean, that's the sci-fi, like that to me is like that traditional. When you used to watch Face Off on Sci-Fi Channel, that was what I was looking for them to make them full detail alien avant-garde masks with the cow and everything. So I am ready for it. I have been ready for it for about 20 years. I cannot wait to see what the Alien Saga is bringing to the screen. I am going to say I'm there opening weekend.
Their opening weekend. Okay. Put that in the garbage. I love Alien. I love Predator. I love the. For me, the Alien franchise ended at Alien 3. Everything after that has been sad. Prometheus was really what drove me over the cliff. Like that was my red line. I was done. Anything after that, I have no faith in. Y'all gonna have to tell me how good it is because I am not going to see it. I'm not going if I'm invited. I'm not going. I'm not watching if it's streaming. No, I'm out. Romulus is in the garbage.
All right, so I got an A, you got a D.
That puts it at B, oddly enough. That's a 5. So yeah, that's a B.
All right, fair enough. So next we have Kraven, the new hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Again, so I don't know much about Kraven. I'm going to be honest. And I'm not sure the 3 Kravens that I do know of, they were vampires. So I'm not really sure how this plays in. Mm-hmm. So Leonce.
Yeah, I'll happily take this one. This goes in the garbage. Put it in the trash. Kraven the Hunter is in the Spider-Man universe. Same people that brought us Morbius and Madam Web are bringing us Kraven in the garbage. Period.
It is safe to say that we have a bias against Sony movies.
Completely. Until they win me over, and I don't think that they will, I'm going to keep saying whatever is Spider-Man adjacent that does not include Spider-Man, put it in the garbage.
All right, so you've heard it here first. Do not watch, do not subscribe, do not check. But again, it's up to you. We are only one commentary and one critic and one channel.
That is true, except I'm right about that one. Go ahead.
September 6th. And I love September because it's my birthday month and they don't have too many movies coming out. But the 2 that they do have coming out, I am going to look forward to seeing only because I love both of them. They are childhood fans and favorites of mine. We first start off with our boy, Michael Keaton, back again on the screen as Beetlejuice. and shake, 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 Siamba, shake your body, right? I am ready for it. I am
Senora.
ready for all of the
Shake, 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 senora.
fine,
There we go.
if those are the words. You can ask anybody in my family. I have remade lyrics over and over again for the last 20 something years.
It's
But
all good. But I'm glad that you're excited. I'm glad that
I
you
am
said
excited for
that.
Beetlejuice. It was a lunchbox favorite. It was a t-shirt favorite. I had the big stuffed animal snake. I had like I had the Beetlejuice little head, bobblehead now. It's one of those things where if you watch Drop Dead Fred, you watched Beetlejuice. It was just one of those things in that genre growing up that you look forward to seeing. And even the cartoon back in the day was dope. So I mean, I'm giving it to I already bought my ticket.
That is fantastical.
I know you're hard on sequels, so let's hear it.
I am. You already know it. I am. But I'm hard on sequels, but Keaton, like Keanu Reeves, tends to win me over. I am morbidly curious how you go, 40 years between entries in a franchise. It's a completely different lifetime from when this movie showed up the first time. So, God, and Tim Burton, it's been a while. I think I'd like to go back and see, like how he like ruled the 90s somehow. Um, I would go with someone if I was invited. Um, I'm not going to be there opening weekend, but I am, like I said, morbidly curious as to how it's going to turn out. So yeah. So you are an S. I am a B. That is an A tier movie.
That is an A tier. That's right. Michael Keaton always belongs in an A tier. I don't care what you say.
I'm
It
not
just
going
is
to fight
what
you
it
on
is.
it. You got that.
All right. So September 13th, we dive in with Transformers 1. I have not been a fan of the Transformer small spin-off series mini movies. Here's the thing. They ruined it with Bumblebee. And let's just be real. The last one was entertaining, but it definitely was a wait for streaming moment. It was like okay, if we have nothing else to watch for a Saturday family night movie, we pick that movie. I always get into. I love Transformers as a kid. I love the cartoon. I love the comic books. I collected the action figures. Optimus Prime is my boy. Skyscreamer is a couple of my kids' fan favorite. Starstreamer. Yeah, that guy. But I mean, let's be real. They have sucked trying to do all of these mini in between type of series. So for me, it is I'll go if I'm invited, but really I'm just gonna wait for streaming. I'm on the B and the C tier list. Yeah, I'm stuck in between.
Take a position. Choose.
I'm stuck in between. I mean, I love both. I really do. I do love it. I will go if I'm invited because I like seeing action on a big screen.
So that's where you at. Okay, cool.
That's where I'll look.
So you are absolutely right. Everything after like that, and even counting, Michael Bay has a lane. What he did with the live action Transformers just did not resonate with me. As a G1, grew up on Transformers cat. Everything live action with Transformers has been mid to questionable. Like like I said, it didn't ring. This is not going to be a live action movie. Like this is going to be a CGI romp. Like it's going to be silly and fun. We get a chance to see Orion Pax before he becomes Optimus Prime. We get a chance to see Megatron. This is very prequelish. This is almost like teenagery Transformers, and I want to see. Like it's always been a serious kind of fate of the world sort of series for me. Always has been. Like my soft intro into understanding world politics kind of came from G.I. Joe and Transformers. This is not that. This is light. It is as much fun as talking robots should be. So I am really, really anticipating this. This is a 5. My ticket is already bought. The voice actors that they have, they're going to be a part of this. man, I'm there. I am absolutely there. So yeah, yeah,
So opening weekend. There we
yeah.
are. We have invested.
There it is.
All right, here we go. Joker, Folie à Deux.
Folie à deux.
I am not French. I did Spanish and Latin.
Listen, I'm from Louisiana. The required foreign language for us was French.
I get it. I get it. Bayou Prince, man. I get it.
Yeah,
But
folie à deux.
Joker, so the first one was really dark. It literally it woke the world up to a lot of mental illness that was happening. It woke the world up to a lot of alternate, realistic play when it came to getting too invested into a fantasy world. This one, they're trying to go back to fantasy, and I mean, all right, I love Joaquin Phoenix, I do. But I am not, and I will never, and I cannot support Lady Gaga as freaking Harley Quinn. I can't do it. I absolutely cannot do it. Would I see Joker? Yes. If I was invited to go to the movies, yes, I will go see it. But I can't support Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. I just can't. She has the poker face, but yet no, no, she's not Harley. Like, and I'm a fan, and everybody who knows me knows I live, eat, sleep, breathe Harley Quinn. But Harleen Quinzel and Lady Gaga don't go in the same sentence.
Many of my friends were shocked to find out that I hated the first Joker. I thought it was awful. It was awful. Yeah, it made me really sad. The way that it played out. I think that Lady Gaga is going to do a great job as Harley Quinn. I think that it'll be an interesting characterization of Harley Quinn for her in this movie. I'm not going to see it. I hate this franchise, and I'm mad it exists. It is going absolutely in the trash for me. It is absolutely D tier. If I could erase it from existence, I would. Yeah, I got no love for Joker. And I also enjoy Joaquin Phoenix's work, but I hate the way this Joker was managed. I hate the way the first Joker turned out. I don't think the second was going to redeem it. It's a bad move. Honestly, just as well, there's another video I can make about Joker as a character, but yeah, no.
All right, so we're just gonna put it in the wait till it streams.
Okay.
Yeah, so here we go back to Sony. As we're entering Thanksgiving month. And there are things to be thankful for, but Venom 3 is not one of them. I'm against it. I'm against any. It's Spider-Man has done so many great things, and then people have tried to recreate the will have ruined it for me. So no, I am against Venom 3.
I mentioned before that Venom was the only exception from the Sony Marvel curse, throw it all in the garbage movement. They hit on the first Venom almost in spite of themselves. I didn't like it still, but I thought of the Sony Marvel productions, that was the best one. The Venom 2 Carnage didn't really ring. I don't have a lot of faith in Venom 3. Like I don't know what you do now with Venom.
I mean, we last saw him on vacation, and yeah.
And the MCU tease was there, so I don't know if you make good on that. I don't know, man. I don't know what else you can do with Venom. Again, he's the only one that gets a pass from me. So I would wait until streaming. But even then, I'm not excited about watching it. Like if it happens, it happens.
All right, Gladiator 2. Again, this is one of those movies we waited almost 15 to 20 years to see.
I dare say 30. No, 20. 20.
Yeah, 20 years. About 20 years to see. Gladiator 1 was heavy. It was good. It was action-packed. It kept accurate timing. It did historical facts to justice. The thing I thought was weak was the villain in the situation with the king, because he was a little, weird. almost like the king. And I think honestly, if you had to compare him to the king, he kind of reminds me of Far Cry from Shrek. He was just a realistic version of him. But then in between the gladiators came 300, which then threw me off about the whole entire thing with the gladiator saga kind of thing. And then we go back to and so I kind of, I mean, Russell Crowe did his part. He played the hell out of that role. So with Gladiator 2, yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens, but I'm not jumping at the bits for it. So it's, for me, it'll be a wait till it comes on streaming.
Gladiator is one of my favorite movies ever. Mm-hmm. Listen, it's hard for me to choose a favorite anything, but if I have to name like my top 5 movies, Gladiator will always show up in that top 5. One thing that I love about it is that it begins, there's a middle, and then there's an ending. If Gladiator 2 had showed up maybe a year or two after the first Gladiator, the original Gladiator, mm-hmm. I may have given it a shot. 20 years later, all this reeks of a lack of originality. We are out of ideas, so let's go back to that thing that worked before. This is going in the garbage. I don't know why it was made. I don't know why it was made. It's a cash grab. I don't have any faith in the quality of story. I have no reason to feel like there's going to be a decent continuation of Maximus. Mm-hmm. Maximus's story, let's say Maximus's mm-hmm. legacy. I have zero interest in this movie. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm mad it was made.
So before we finish with the winner and we get into the Christmas season, we do have one movie that's not listed on here that we have to throw in here, and that's Moana 2. Moana 2 is actually coming out this November. The Rock as and Moana. I mean, it's you're welcome. So honestly, it's a fun kids movie. I think that any little girl, because they love Moana of Montalui, they love that whole entire thing. I think one was good. Like, the songs were catchy. It actually stuck. It was one of those things you cannot get out of your head, no matter how hard you tried. My kids literally conditioned me with it. We literally watched it almost every single day. Even the teenagers were singing the songs. And I've learned all the words to almost 3 of the songs. I like the characters. I kind of like the concept. I love the graphics. I think it was bright and airy. It's something kind of refreshing. So yeah, if somebody invited me, I would totally go again. I would definitely see the sequel.
I hate musicals. Moana was a great story. I really enjoyed the storytelling based on Polynesian mythology and folk tales. That was fun. It was fun. It was visually engaging. Mm-hmm. It was a great story, and I'm glad it started, it had a middle, and it ended. Mm-hmm. I don't want it anymore. I had my turn. I met Moana and T. This was not an original story written in 3 parts. So for me, anything that comes after that first hit is a waste. Again, I'm hard on sequels. I don't want it.
All right.
Now I'll wait for streaming at best, but we ain't got no graphics, so it would have been C tier?
Yeah.
No. Because you said.
Yeah, it would have been the C. I said I would go if somebody invited me.
All right. No, that would have been a B.
Yeah. So, let's see. The War of Rohirrim.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue what the heck that is.
So it's a movie in the Lord of the Rings franchise. It's another one of Tolkien's or Tolkien's. I've always said it Tolkien like all my life, but whatever. It's another one of Tolkien's productions. I was good after the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I didn't need nothing else. I gave you a little bit of time with The Hobbit. After that, I'm done. Like, I've had my epic fantasy. If you're gonna do several of these, I prefer series. That's why I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones. Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to go back to the Lord of the Rings.
I think it's really hard with Lord of the Rings because it's sitting for 3.5 hours, and 3.5 hours of background, and then
it's epic.
Hoping that your butt doesn't go numb in the process, and then
You can always stand.
Trying to find filling to your arms and your fingers. It's a lot. It's a lot to digest in a theater, in a drive-in, and anywhere. For me, it's I rather read the book because at least I can do it in small doses, like TV. You can do it in small doses, hour-long issues, and then be done with it. So for me, it is a wait for streaming.
It's a way for streaming for me too.
All right. We ran out of space, so forgive us as I scroll up and down on the screen
Yeah,
here.
it's gotta scroll. It's all good. We'll figure it out.
All right, with 3 left, The Karate Kid. I mean, is this the one with Jalen, or is this the one with Will Smith's son again, or is this something else? Is this a remake on a remake? Is this bringing back the original? Karate Kid has been done so many times, and I don't know how many different ways you're going to make the Karate Kid good. So for me, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know who's starring in this one. Honestly, I don't know nothing about this because it's garbage, and we're gonna put it right where it belongs. It's some trash.
Yeah.
Put it down in the detail. I don't know why this was made. Again, all I smell is desperation. All I smell is struggle. Like the fact that we can't put together. We gotta go. The Karate Kid, homie. Who asked for this? I want to be a fly on the wall in these meeting rooms. Who said this was a good idea? Get that trash out of here. Moving
You
on.
can't keep remaking Karate Kid. It's impossible. It's like it's a cult classic. It's a fan favorite. It's a cult classic for a reason. The original had its good things. I think when they did the spinoff with the TV show about the dojos and stuff, it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. It wasn't like something I would write home about, but the teenagers seemed to love it, so it caught that generation. But to remake a whole entire movie based around it, I'm out. Sonic 3. I mean, after Sonic 1, I don't know why they keep adding to them. It's kind of like when they did Chipmunks and then they wanted to add 50 more Chipmunk movies. So for me, I'm out.
I also am out. Matter of fact, I was hoping to.
Nope, he's here. He's here. He glitched. He's here.
I mean, and oddly enough, aside for a second, you glitched. So I don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
Rough day. Anyway, yeah, I was a Super Nintendo kid, so I was never a big Sonic fan in the first place. I thought the concept was fresh. I don't find a creative universe built around Sonic the Hedgehog appealing. That's just not me. Like I'm not nothing against Sonic fans because I got some. Like I know there's some folks who love some Sonic, but it's not gonna be me. Like I'm at best I would wait for it to stream. I know somebody's enjoying it, so I think I would. Let me say wait for it to stream. I'm not gonna say it was a waste of time. I think I would wait for it to stream and stumble onto it, in that instance.
Fair enough. And our last movie of the 2024 harsh reality of sequels and prequels and legacies is Disney's Mufasa, the Lion King story. Now, let me know, how many of you were Mufasa fans when Mufasa was first revealed in the original Lion King?
He was my guy. I loved it. I thought that he was regal and noble. He reminded me a lot of Thomas Wayne. Like he was a dude who had his thing together. You know what I'm saying? When he, and it wasn't that he was like an overlord. He clearly had some kind of social power, but it wasn't like he used it to abuse people. Like he seemed like the sort of leader that you would want, the sort of ruler that you would want. I'm a little curious as to what sort of story would make someone decide to choose to use power that way. But I'm not going to the theater for it.
I'm not.
I am. That is going to be a streaming sweetheart for me. I'm not going to the movies for that.
All right. So there you guys have it. I hope we didn't make you run in fear completely from the theaters, because we do love the fact that, what our theaters do is bring cult classics back. They bring local streaming back. They give you a place for entertainment and a safe space for teenagers to hang out in. So we definitely want you to go to movies, but just choose wisely what movie you're going to actually invest in, because tickets are not cheap anymore, and neither are those movie treats that you love indulging in.
That's true.
So
I'd say, tell us what we got right and wrong. Like, we only have one S tier movie. Like, where did we miss it? What S tier movies should we have placed? Who do we have up too high? Like, who should go in the garbage? Who do we have in the garbage? Who you feel like should not be? Yeah, man, leave us some comments. Let us know what your thoughts are on this tier ranking. This was fun. I enjoyed it.
it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I was glad that we were able to break it down for you, and we actually dissected and went in, and we were honest. We, things that we haven't even heard about or seen, but our feelings on them are our feelings. And again, everybody has a different opinion, so please let us know. Again, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time. You never know what you're going to get again, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
5050comics.com, 50FIFTY comics with an X.com. Go get yourself a book, man.
Deuces.